who knows nothing can understand nothing. Plunge deeper into the darkness, and your heart will grow even stronger.
Good tidings, everybody, and welcome to the Ansem Report podcast. This is episode 119 of the longest-running Kingdom Hearts podcast. They don't even know.
But now they know. Now they know.
You don't know, now you know. I'm Mike, and with me as always is my brother, the very Pog. That's right, he's Pog, Jason. Hello, Jason.
Hi.
How are we doing today?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pog?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would think so too. I want to first and foremost say sorry that we didn't have an episode last week. But you know, things got in the way, life gets in the way, life will find a way, whatever thing you want to say. Let's go down to the bay. We just met.
Bars.
But we're back this week, and now that Jason's schedule is a little more solid.
Oh yeah.
And I guess not solid, but like makes more sense with what we do.
Yeah.
And my schedule's a little more. We're gonna, you know, hopefully that's not something that will happen again.
Yeah.
In the immediate future.
The main thing that made it hard was like I went from being on my like training schedule to my full-time schedule, and so like I didn't have a day off. Like.
Yeah, you lost a day off there, and then Wednesday I was at my job till about 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I went, oh shit, when are we gonna do the podcast? And then that's when the next morning I said, you know what, we're just gonna take a week off this week. But we're back now. It's not like there was a ton of Kingdom Hearts news we missed. It's not like the biggest Kingdom Hearts mobile game got shut down in Japan. Oh, wait, actually, it did. Last Wednesday,
snap.
Kingdom Hearts Union Cross officially ceased online services in Japan. This is, I'm going to read a small article from our friend Orpheus Joshua on KH13.com. And it says, today's the day, folks. Kingdom Hearts Union Cross has officially ceased all online play in Japan. The mobile title will be back up, but only via offline mode functionality. Players will be able to customize their avatars with cosmetics, but no other gameplay features will be retained. The theater mode will be present in the offline version of the app, where players will be able to view all the cutscenes throughout the title, including all the Disney World events alongside the lore-centric Daybreak Town scenes. The global version of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross will be ceasing online services on June 29th, 2021.
That's coming up.
That is coming up, and it will just become a theater mode.
I don't know if it was official art or if it was fan art that somebody posted in the Discord.
Uh-huh.
But it was like the title screen or whatever. And
With just the Cherokees on the roof?
Yeah, just
I think
the
they changed the
That's official?
That's official.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
I'm pretty sure they changed.
I mean, that's like one of those things where it's just like the Kingdom Hearts community is like so good at art that like I never know if it's real or not.
True. No, I'm pretty sure that was official, and that was a.
It's so sad.
Like they just did it. Like, oh, y'all really want to
make me
hurt our
cry.
feelings, you know? Just
I'm
the
sorry, I
Cherokees.
kept making fun of the two animators. I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro, that's them getting back at you, bro. That's why they posted. That was them.
I'm so sorry.
Another thing about Union Cross is 2 weeks ago on our last episode, we discussed the ending. Maybe we theorized slightly. There was a little bit of, and there were some rhetorical questions we might have asked, or just like this. What does that mean, right? We got a couple comments that I want to read.
Okay.
One from
Mike and Jason, you fucking dumbasses. It's clearly this.
Edgardo J. Cruz.
Okay.
Said it was actually Ephemer in the pod with the shadowed outline, where I said it was Luju.
Oh yeah, it is. Well, because it's the one in the water is Ephemer.
Right. His pod was defective, leaving him stranded amongst the Daybreak Town ruins. Brain got his body taken by Luju, but his heart was sent into the future, since you only need your heart to time travel. He reconstituted thanks to Ephemer remembering him, his hat acting as the medium, and the Book of Prophecies acting as the waypoint. The Gothic Scala Edkayam is implied to be an older Scala. Since it's heavily implied that Brain is Erica's grandfather, then that leaves 2 more generations before his grandson is born. That is at least 50 to 100 years. A lot can change in a nation in that amount of time, plus adding the 14 years it took young Xehanort to grow up and return to the now white Scala. Also, the incomplete pods also explain why Ventus, Lorium, Elrena, and Scold, aka Subject X, lost their memories. Ephemer is spared from memory loss because his did not work as he remained in the same time period.
Oh, okay.
So that
So
kinda,
like he only transported him like a day later type
right,
thing.
right. Or even he
couple
just
hours.
survived the event.
Like his pod was just getting thrown around.
Right.
In the really crazy tornadoes. They look really crazy.
Yeah, they were really nuts. But yeah, thank you for that comment. We have another comment from our good friend Angel,
What up,
also
Angel?
known as Pink Blue on Twitch. Go follow Angel. Crazy melody memory speedrunner.
Isn't it like pink blue, but like with like
Well, the I is a
L.
no, it's a 1.
Oh, it's a 1. Okay.
I think. Maybe it's
one
an
of the
L.
two. It's one of the two.
Either way,
Follow both of those
just
pink
follow
blues.
anybody with that name. And we're talking about time travel here. I think the waypoint is what determines the time period you will land in. In the event that you don't have a medium and memories like Ven, Elren, or Lorium, or you have many potential time periods to choose from, like the Master, Brain tells Lorium that his will to find Stirlexia will serve as his waypoint. So that may also lend credence to the Stirlexia is the true dandelion theory as well. Interesting. And then Nathan Forrester adds, "Fuck yeah, love Jak and Daxter. Really hope Naughty Dog brings it back."
Hell yeah, dude.
We talked about Jak and Daxter.
Hell yes.
So yeah, thank you guys. You guys can always either comment on YouTube, send us an email at answerreportpodcast@gmail.com, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, or you can join the Discord and join in on all the community nonsense there. And like if you don't like any of those options for some reason, you can always join us on twitch.tv/Super SpikeGhetti Bros and just pop in the chat and say some shit to us. And
Yeah.
we'll be like, yo, what's up? Let's pop it. Yo, we'll entertain your Union Cross theory. Yo, we'll talk about cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
We'll do whatever. Speaking of twitch.tv/Super SpikeGhetti Bros, Jason, yesterday, live on stream, you settled a beef.
Yeah.
You settled
Squashed
a
it.
long-standing beef with a man named Yozora.
Finished it.
You finished it. The first time you fought Yozora, after fighting all the data fights on the weekend Rebind came out, you tapped.
Yeah.
You let Yozora beat you
Yeah.
on standard.
True.
Then you came back later
And
and decimated the man on standard.
destroyed him.
Now, the third matchup was here. We
Hadn't played Kingdom Hearts 3
Jason hadn't played Kingdom Hearts 3 in a long time,
in like a year.
but you guys met a stretch goal with our charity stream for Jason to fight Yozora, and we finally made that up
Yep.
yesterday. And it took you 52 tries on crit.
Yeah.
To beat Yozora, which is pretty impressive for not having played Kingdom Hearts a long time and
Kingdom Hearts 3,
and
yeah.
not remembering really how the boss fight goes since
No.
it's been over a year.
And I didn't like prep or nothing. Like
Right.
I remember wanting to be like, okay, yeah, I'll just watch like a couple YouTube videos on like where the openings are, and then it'll just be clean. But then I
you didn't. You didn't do it. But
it was still fun.
You did defeat Yozora. You settled a long-standing beef,
Yeah.
and you were getting pretty frustrated at one point.
Yeah. Yeah, because in the first phase, I didn't know about 2 of the openings. Well, honestly, 3. Because there's the one where he like charges his blade, slashes, and then teleports to you 2 times,
Mhm.
and then he charges, then like fake slashes.
Yeah.
I didn't have that opening. And
Well, what's
then-
weird about that opening is you have to like interact with him first before the opening happens.
Yeah, you have to like force him to
Like just blocking that attack doesn't do anything. You have to
Yeah.
attack him before you won't hit, and then you dodge, and then he has an opening.
Right. So that one was like a weird one that chat had to let me know. And then I knew the pyramid one. I knew the block the blade that comes behind you one.
Yeah.
And so that's 2 openings itself.
And then you found the one where he's doing the suck move, and if you
Yeah.
cast thunder at the right time, he starts
yeah,
falling.
at the very end, yeah.
Right, he starts falling. So you found those, and then you were doing much better, and then it was only a matter of time. And then
Yeah.
you just had to learn the DM at that point, which you did pretty well with.
Survive the DM, and then second phase. I think I only needed to get to second phase a couple times. Like I learned that pretty fast.
Yeah, because it's the same. It's just he gives you unblockables, and
Yeah.
but he telegraphs them with the color. Like it's
Right.
not like they're just
Yeah.
unblockables out of nowhere. So it's still fair.
Yeah.
Um,
The main thing that was fucking me up in the second one was when he goes into that mode with the armor.
Yeah.
That fucked me up a couple times, but then I got
Well,
it.
and it was because you were like looking at it as he was whiffing when he was feinting. Like he was trying to.
Yeah, like he slashes a bunch of times, like just out of the block range, and then comes in.
Right. So they do that. He does that on purpose. So you're not blocking when he does it. But it's a very good boss fight.
Yeah.
There is a lot that if you don't do it properly, it can really waste your time.
Yeah, there's a lot of time waste shit in it that's kind of frustrating. But
the biggest one being when he steals your keyblade.
Stealing your keyblade, which I mean is really easy to dodge if you fuck up.
If you know what you're doing, yeah.
Yeah. It's really easy and very telegraphed usually. There's only like one way where he can kind of really catch you off guard with it. Like if you're happening to look at if you're at the edge of the stage, he'll teleport in front of you always. So like if you're near the edge of the stage and you're like looking away from the stage, he can like teleport in front of you and then just essentially use it right away. So you always want to look towards the middle of the stage.
Yeah.
But
a lot of camera control that's really important in that fight.
Yeah.
Because if you have the wrong angle on something, it doesn't matter. If you know how to avoid it, you'll be unable to.
You won't
avoid
have
it.
enough time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really cool fight. You probably won't fight him ever again. You beat him on crit.
Yeah.
Now do it on level 1. LOL.
Do it level 1 with pro codes. You're not a real fan.
I will eventually have to fight him. I'm still making my way through the data battles live on stream every once in a while. Which I'm like 5 or 6 done.
I think so. You're like halfway almost.
Marluxia, Clarkseen, Zigbar,
Young Zay,
Xehanort, Dark Riku. That's it, right? 5.
Did you beat Ansem?
No. I think it's just those 5.
Terranort?
Oh, yeah, Terranort. 6. Yep, I beat Terranort. That was a long one.
Yeah.
Terranort was a rough one. I don't know when we're doing that again, but when we do, I'm taking down Luxord.
We got like Luxord, Sayax, Xemnas, Ansem,
Xion. Xion's going to be rough for
Master
me.
Xehanort.
Xion is not one that I'm looking forward to because I just know how she's very aggressive, and I like the ones where I can like, okay, this is what they do. Now I can think this is what they do because I'm not a real gamer like you are, you know. I don't adapt well. It takes me a long time to adapt. So sometimes like Marluxia, it took me like 100 times to beat him. But that was because I just
that one, yeah.
The DM's stupid at the end.
The DM at the very end is really annoying, and like you had him pretty early on, and then forgot about the DM at the end, and so just like pretty much insta died.
Yeah,
which is like really frustrating because you're like, oh, I beat him, and then
I put my hands up in the air like I beat him. Yeah.
There's this whole thing. But those fights are so good, dude.
Yeah, they are. They're a lot of fun.
KH3 God tier.
KH3 is God tier. Like I said, I'm not sure when we're doing that again, but congratulations, dude, on beating Yozora.
Thanks, dude.
We're actually I want to talk to you about this. I want to make a not a tier list, because tier lists to me are like more funny memey, you know, like LOL, pedo tier or whatever. But I want to rank the Kingdom Hearts super bosses.
Ooh.
I want to make a video.
Okay.
Where you and I rank the Kingdom Hearts super bosses.
Okay.
But in order to do that, I believe you have to fight Mysterious Figure.
Yeah, probably.
Because I've beaten Mysterious Figure.
Yeah.
Real Chad right here.
I haven't beaten Mysterious Figure.
Jason is not, but we're gonna start back up with our platinum trophy stuff with BBS pretty soon.
Yep.
And that will give you the opportunity to fight the Mysterious Figure. What in your opinion qualifies as a super boss in Kingdom Hearts? Because to me, I was thinking about this in the shower. You know, I think Kingdom Hearts 1 has Sephiroth, right?
Yep.
As the main one. But I think you could probably count Kurt Ziza and Phantom.
I would definitely count them, yeah.
You know, because they're not characters that you can just destroy, like you have to prepare for them. You have to be level 99 probably, unless you're really good, you know. You have to.
I feel like is there one we're forgetting in KH1?
I mean, I wouldn't count Ice Titan personally.
No. Yeah, that's it.
It's just Kurt Ziza and Phantom and Sephiroth.
Okay.
So I would count them. I don't know that I'd count Sephiroth in KH2 though.
I would.
You would? Okay.
Yeah. Because it's an optional thing.
Okay.
It's an optional thing where you can go to it at a very low level and just get fucking destroyed.
Okay.
Like it's something you
I don't know. I just feel like it's not as, to me, like part of it is like being kind of a well hidden thing.
Oh no, it's in an area that you don't have to go to ever.
I guess. I don't know. I guess
it's KH too. Like how well hidden can it be?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, also I just feel like Sephiroth, maybe I've just fought him too much.
Yeah,
I just don't
I
feel
think
like
you just think he's easier.
I just don't think
yeah.
he's that tough.
That's how I feel about the KH1 Sephiroth. Like I fucked him up.
Yeah,
in,
but
like, 2
like
tries.
to me he's harder because you can just spam strike rate or whatever.
Right.
But if you
but I beat
don't-
him legit
I know
during
you
the charity stream or whatever.
But he's also, I think he's tougher. I think once you get down Sephiroth KH2, if you have the right tools and you get down KH2 Sephiroth's patterns, he's easy, in my opinion.
I don't know. I feel pretty similar to KH1 Sephiroth.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. We'll count them both. Whatever. And then KH2 has Lingering Will, obviously.
Yeah.
And then you want to probably count all the data fights, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Not the absent silhouettes, though, because they're just the same thing.
No, it's the same thing, yeah.
And then KH3 has Yozora and the data fights. I'm not counting what's the man with the scarf? What's his name?
Oh, Dark Inferno? Yeah,
that to me that does not count.
I mean, even if we did, it would be really low tier.
Right.
Like it's not that cool.
Well, and I guess my other question for what you think about this is, do we rank all the data fights twice? I mean, they're different.
If they're not incredibly different, like I would say, like Larxine's is pretty much the same. Marluxia's is pretty much the same. Like there's small differences, but I wouldn't like. It's not enough to like really change it. I would say just like putting them together, kind of. You know what I mean? Like taking both into account.
Obviously, Lexius is only in 2. We rank him.
Right.
And then Luke Sword we rank together.
Right.
He's kind of, but he's not different. But he is.
His is probably the most different of the ones that are new, because it's like he has like that shit with the. I mean, it's pretty much the same mechanic, but in a different way.
Right. Xemnas is definitely different.
Yeah, his is definitely different.
Xemnas in 2 is fucking mean, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, beat him by the tower and then beat Zebra.
Yeah. I mean, Tower Xehanort, or not Xehanort, Xemnas is really easy though.
I know, but it's still like that's mean. Dude.
It is kind of.
That's fucking mean. Anyway, and then like BBS, you have Mysterious Figure, and then you have Ericus Armor, Vanitas, whatever,
and No Heart,
also known as Xemnas.
Yeah. Chad
Xemnas. Beefy fucking Chad Xemnas.
Absolute Chad
So you have
Xemnas.
those 4. Does 358 have a super boss?
I'm sure it does. I don't know. We'd have to look into that.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that. And then like Recoded, does that have a super boss?
I don't know, honestly. And then
Chain
doesn't have any super bosses.
as far as I know. As far as I know.
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's not any.
And then DDD has Julius.
Yeah.
I don't think DDD has anything else, right? I mean, we platinumed the game.
The game. Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think it's just Julius. Just big, the most out of place. I mean, he's more in line with like the KH1 super bosses, because like
yeah,
the Kingdom Hearts super bosses have kind of just become like dudes with keyblades and like like the organization members. Where like he's like Kurt Z's is just this big like heartless looking thing, and the Phantom's very cool to me. He's like
I like I wish there was more super bosses like that, because it kind of reminds me of like in Final Fantasy where like you just like the FF7 one, like the big red thing or whatever, like you just randomly run into that.
Oh, the Omega weapon.
Yeah, and that bitch is.
Oh no, that's like, the Ruby weapon. Sorry,
or it's just big as fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's shit's
and that's
cool.
where I think like they missed with like Dark Inferno is they could have just made this giant like cool like fucking and they just like, or what they needed to do with him is make him way harder and then people would like him more.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But instead we got this kind of like half-assed like.
Well, and his is part of this like you pretty much have to do it, right?
No. In Remind, you have to do it.
Oh,
in the regular game, he's just a battle portal.
He's that
hidden
portal
after you beat the game.
I guess we should technically count him.
I don't think so, man. I think he's doo doo. I don't think you count him. All right, let us know what you think, guys. Down in the comments.
Do you want us to rank it?
Should we rank Dark Inferno last? Or should we rank Dark Inferno in front of Luke Sword? I mean, if that's what you guys want, we'll do it. But yeah, so that
and like we're not ranking it based off of like difficulty alone. Like obviously we'll take that into it's more about like like how enjoyable is it? Is it good? Does it feel fun?
We can talk about what the criteria is, but I think you got to rank: is it fun? Is it difficult? What's the aesthetic like?
Yeah,
because like I would like
there cool moves. Like if it's something that's just like whack,
like I would ultimately like we talked about this before, but I would if we're talking just aesthetic, I would rank most of the KH3 data fights above the KH2 data fights because like they make the arena.
They're more
like
thought
the way
out.
Ansem during his DM makes the place all like purpley and dark, and you know he throws his balls out there.
Yeah,
you know, like that kind of stuff is cooler to me.
Well, and it's not just the same area as when you fought them previously.
Right,
like
with the abs and
Zigbars. Zigbars is literally just that platform that you fight him in the base game.
Yep, true.
Which I mean, it's like a coding thing. Like it just makes sense. You already made this area, but still,
right. But I mean, you fight Zigbar in 3, and they don't like put him in the Keyblade graveyard. They made a cool area for him.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly.
And I think that's cool. And the backgrounds just look way cooler. And,
yeah,
I don't know, everything about it is cooler to me. But anyway, we'll that's not something that's like coming out tomorrow or anything. We got to figure out how we're ranking them. But Jason, I want to start doing more supplemental content to our podcast where we make some videos about Kingdom Hearts, and do some fun stuff like that. Maybe we'll have like a guest spot. Ooh. Maybe we'll let like regular Pat talk about the Kingdom Hearts 1 bosses or something. Okay. No, regular Pat, you're not allowed. Sorry. Regular Pat, he recently posted on YouTube, like, hey, I got this video coming out soon, but if you need something to tide you over, here's a playlist of times it's outside of my channel and I've been on something. So we posted our podcast and you know, stuff like that. And I said part 2 ? And he said, you guys have literally met 0 of my demands, but sure, hit me up. And I was like, he's right. We have met 0 of his demands. Yeah. But maybe we'll get him back on. I know what
we'll have a new list of demands. Well, updated list.
I know I'm gonna hit record and then like start the call, and he's gonna be like, we're recording, right? And I'm gonna go, yeah. He goes, good. And then he'll just start laying into us about all the problems he has with us as people. But I love Pat. So if you guys don't know regular Pat, please go check. He just released part 2. He's ranking the Birth by Sleep worlds. Yeah. And I was just watching it right before this, and it's a very well done video, and he makes a lot of good points about level design, and he also talks about like the story in that world, and he ranks each character's version of that world within like, okay, this is
there is a little bit of difference, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, some of them it's a lot, like
Ven's is the main ones that have differences, but like
usually, yeah. Well, like Ven has like the
he becomes a little rat boy.
Right, and that he spoilers, but he ranked that version of that world higher because he liked that he became it because it only really has like Kingdom Hearts 1 elements. You like collect all the things like you do with Destiny Island kind of thing. So, and that's Pat's. You know, you could just say Kingdom Hearts, and Pat's like, oh,
it's just cool. Like, yeah, the area is like, oh, you bounce off the fork or whatever. Right, like that shit's just cool.
And it was pre Toy Story, right? When we knew that before we knew Toy Story was going to be a thing. So. Definitely. All right. Anyway, you got anything else Kingdom Hearts you want to talk about, dude? Like, I mean, we're gonna take a break and go to the question of the week, but I figured is there? Well, there's not a lot of Kingdom Hearts news right now, so like a lot of these podcasts are just gonna become us like just shooting the shit on Kingdom Hearts stuff, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I don't know if it's something that we could talk about right now, but I guess. It's something that hasn't been talked about in a long time, at least on here, is like that whole like phase 2 thing. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's true.
We haven't had anything updated on there. I don't know if they count the Union Cross finale or you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's still a very weird graphic that they showed. Because it was like, didn't it say like Kingdom Hearts 2020 plan or something? Or was it 2021?
I don't think did it have a date?
It had like a year on it. And so like people thought there was going to be a lot more
phase 2 thing.
But I think that's kind of whatever happened with the pandemic. That I think that kind of not erased that, but kind of pushed it. Yeah. And so now Nomura's only thing is, hey, 2022 is the 20th anniversary. We're gonna maybe have some shit. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think, with E3 coming and going, we didn't really talk about E3, but and no Kingdom Hearts news, which is what was expected. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna see anything else this year.
I highly doubt it.
I maybe Tokyo Game Show, they show like a trailer for something, but I highly doubt it. Yeah. If they didn't announce it during E3, I mean, they did need to dedicate like 40 minutes to Guardians of the Galaxy, so I completely understand. But
they were gonna show Kingdom Hearts, but they needed that 40-minute slot for Marvel.
I think the only thing we have coming Kingdom Hearts this year is the end of Dark Road. Yeah. and even that could have been pushed to me. They said September, and then Union Cross got pushed back far. So to me, it's like that's maybe December. You know what I mean? Like it
maybe 2020.
That could be the classic Kingdom Hearts 3 delay where we see it January 20th. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know that we got some time till then, so we're gonna But we're going to really buckle down, and, you know, now that there's not news, it is a good time for us to kind of dive into why we like certain things and why we don't like certain things, and what you know, what we hope happens in the future, and theorizing and all that kind of fun stuff.
Well, and now that, like, because we've been going through platinuming all the games, we've been fighting all the super bosses, so it's definitely like a good time to do it.
Yep. We're getting more and more perspective on the series we love so much.
We're just doing it like all at once, you know.
Right. I'm planning on getting a Kingdom Hearts tattoo pretty quick here.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just like, you know, I got to do it.
Got to do it.
I'm thinking I'm gonna get the I'm gonna get the Ansem that Box drew for us with the fucking mic and the headphones on. I think
Hell yeah, dude.
I think I just got to do it.
Hell yeah.
'Cause that's the most like representative of like this part of my life now is like the podcast and all that. You know, I still want the Heartless symbol though.
Yeah, that is
I saw somebody had the nobody symbol and the Heartless symbol on like the back of their head.
Oh shit.
And I was like, I'm not doing that shit. But like the idea of having like both those symbols like somewhere in like matching spots or something, you know, seems cool to me. I like that shit.
Okay.
But we'll see. Anyway, we're gonna take a short break. When we come back, we're gonna do the question of the week. Question of the week. Which, honestly, it's been so long, I don't fucking remember what that is. Do you remember what it is? Fuck. I'm looking.
It was, we did a smash or pass of all of the secret bosses.
No! That is not what we did. This came from Wildcat Diana and is, what would your time-traveling medium be?
Oh, yeah. And then I don't get to answer, Seth.
Yeah, because Diana already said your hat.
Neither does Tyler.
Yeah, he said when you can't answer the question of the week because someone already answered it for you. He already said that in there. I know he did. Anyway, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we will be doing that shit. Man, maybe we'll shoot the shit about some other stuff. Who knows? But
who knows?
I don't know. LMAO. We'll be right back. Yo, welcome back to the Ansem Report podcast. I tried something different there with the yo. I'm not sure I liked it, but we're back to the Ansem Report podcast. Yo. What's poppin', everybody?
It's your boys.
Mike and Jason. And we're going to go over the question of the week. Oh, yeah. Thank you again, Afro Roxas, for that delicious little soundbite that I'm going to use every week from now on. And this week's question of the week is from Wildcat Diana. And it says, what would your time-traveling medium be? I assume both Jason and Tyler have their hats. What about you? And first up is our man, Zombie Man. My man, Zombie Man. And he says, my graduation year necklace.
Okay.
Love that. Love that. Graduating's very important.
I like that.
It's a big moment in people's lives.
True.
Alex Assemble alternatively says, I have a necklace I always wear. Basically, it's a yen coin on a chain, and I love it very much. Plus, if I ever lose mine, I always have my friends' necklaces, so I have backup mediums. Not really, because I don't think that's how it works, but well, technically I gave them the necklace, but shh. Another thing that would be a ring I always wear. That would be easier to keep track of because I never take it off. LMAO. Can't wait to wake up one day with Sigurd or whatever the fuck his name is, take me back to wherever HQ is, and fucking die because nobody takes my damn ring.
Yeah.
All right, Alex. Trying to kill Sigurd already.
Okay.
Omni says probably my glasses or something that represents me drawing all the time. So a phone, Keck W, or my 3-year-old notebook. Thank you, Omni.
Okay.
Angel says, probably any one of my notebooks from over the years. I don't have any unique trademark clothes or accessories, so I guess the only me thing that would work is literally my writing.
Okay.
Bamboo says, I also have this yen coin necklace that I wear everywhere, which please don't steal mine. It is literally being held together with a safety pin and the chain broke, so now I have a new almost as crappy backup one, LMAO. And so that'd probably be it, since it's the one thing that stays consistent about my style. Either that or a sodalite pendulum. Despite my mixed views on the legitimacy of spirituality, this thing helps me cope with my anxiety on the daily. I use it at least once a day, and the properties of sodalite really line up with the things I struggle with. It's extremely important to me.
That's cool.
Veni Vidi Vici 45 says, most likely my
say
copy...
that a name?
Veni Vidi Vici?
One more time.
Veni Vidi Vici?
I like it. One more time for the boys.
Veni Vidi Vici 45. Most likely my copy of The Swiss Family Robinsons.
Okay.
It's the first real book I ever read all the way through, and after almost 2 decades, is the one book I always have on my shelf as a reminder.
That's a banger.
Dude, Swiss Family Robinsons for fucking Kingdom Hearts win, dude.
Yeah.
That's basically Destiny Island.
Just put that shit in there, dude.
It's basically, I mean, their little house is like basically the ship in Destiny Island. That's
Yeah.
the mountain, you know?
Yeah, pretty much.
Billy
This
the
is
Kid
paradise.
Billy the Kid Lawrence says, my medium would be the new pair of underwear I just got. You know how it is. At first it's constrictive, but after a while, it becomes a part of you. I gotta go.
That should be S tier. When you get a new pair, you're like, oh yeah. And then you just wear it. And then you
I have this dilemma right now. I don't know what size underwear to get.
soiled it.
I don't know what size underwear to get because I used to get like a 1X.
Okay.
But like I've slimmed down my waist area.
Right.
And like it's tight in certain spots and not in other spots, you know?
Okay.
And so I have to like some of my underwear, like the waistband moves down, but not the mid area.
Okay, I get what you're saying, yeah.
Because my legs are pretty thick too. My
Okay.
thighs are pretty thick, boys. So
it's just like your waist.
it's my waist. Yeah, I don't know what to do about
My
that.
boy snatched right now.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I don't know what to do. If you got any tips for me on what to do for a smaller waist and a thicker ass.
Thick ass thigh.
And thick ass thighs. And small penis. Please let me know. Carrison Ford says, I have this Olympic track jacket that I got from my American grandmother when I did my study abroad program, and it's a really cool souvenir from my trip.
Nice.
Probably my favorite piece of clothing I have. That sounds awesome.
That's sick.
Corin says, it would be a bottle of perfume my Grammy gave me before she passed away. It's a seasonal scent, so hard to find. Her and I had a great relationship, so it's very special to me. I used it for years, and when it got towards the end, I just kept it on a shelf. I decided I would use it as my perfume on my wedding day, so she was there in spirit. I still have a little left, but I think I'll just save it. That is very wholesome.
That's very wholesome. Very
adorable,
wholesome.
Corn. I love that. Pokemon Trainer Jay says, I have 2 Doctor Who TARDIS keys from the Doctor Who experience.
Doctor Who?
One on one of my keys that I have with me, and one on my key. I'm so stupid. One on my keys that I have with me, and one in a black box. I'm sure they could act as a link. Now just make sure there's someone there with the memories.
Someone just has to carry around that black box.
Yeah. Chip Cooper says, probably my Disneyland annual pass. Somebody would find it on the ground and be like, hey, this belongs to that annoying dude that really likes theme parks. I wonder what happened to him. And then I would emerge from it like Maleficent in KH2 and ask them if they know about the history behind Haunted Mansion and talk about Mark Davis for a long time. I like that Chip Cooper brought his own backstory into it and how it would happen. I like that.
I like it.
Wildcat Diana answered her own question. Kind of cringe. My Sailor Mercury plushie. It's kind of my good luck / protection charm. I take it with me when traveling or going to an event I'm nervous about, tucked in my bag.
That's cute.
If you ever need to summon me from the past or future, this is probably the safest bet for me to answer your call. Bonus if it spares me the price of a plane ticket.
Oh, nice.
Like that.
Nice.
Giroxel says, my item would be my red Curly W Washington Nationals baseball cap.
Okay.
There isn't much I own that represents myself as much as that. The Nationals won the World Series in 2019. Hype! And people were congratulating me like I had done something. Turns out I had just talked Nats and worn the hat for so long people started to recognize. But that 2019 team means a lot to me. They had a lot of character, teamwork, and leadership, and ultimately came from having a 19-37 record to winning the World Series. The odds of accomplishing that feat were below 0.1%, I'm sorry. And it's extreme honor to be thought of in the same vein. Just snuck sports into the podcast. LMAO. Nice job.
Sneaky.
Tyler says, I can't believe my answer was already chosen for me. Axel cry.
Yeah, imagine not being able to answer,
Yeah,
dude.
Very sad. Very sad. Very sad. SB Cat says, my time traveling medium? Yep, you guessed it. My ticket to SawCon that my good friend Hugh Janus gave to me when we were drinking Dixon cider.
Yes.
No, but really, mine would probably be my right sock. Just listen. Since 9th grade, I've always worn my right sock inside out. Doesn't matter when, what type of sock, nothing.
What?
Always inside out. It's good luck, and it's a thing that people who first meet me are like, really? And veterans of Eric are like, yep, he really does it. So I guess my sock will do the trick for me.
What?
SB, what are you doing, man?
Wait, what?
Ever since I learned SB doesn't like chicken Alfredo, it's just been downhill for him, man. He got lost at SawCon.
I don't believe it. That's troll. I don't believe it.
Okay, so I Escape is up next, and he says, epic drum solo, screams into the microphone like Chester Bennington. I don't know that I can do this. I haven't gotten my training yet, but I'm a... Question of the week! That's going to sound awful on the capture. My ticket would probably be either my iPad because I drawn it so much, or my Switch since it's taken over as my most played console. Sorry, PS4. Even with the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, but I still love it. I really feel bad, honestly, because I don't default to my traditional mediums anymore. My sketchbook and Beck pencil. Nope, I always default to my iPad. Now, I love my iPad. Siri loves me. If I had a Keyblade, Siri would install it. No, she wouldn't. It would be Edie. Sorry, Joker.
Damn.
Plus, because of that, I draw almost every day now, and it's helped me ease more of the everyday stress. I become more confident in my craft and hope to someday become a freelance artist that has a fan base.
Ooh.
I also hope that if I had that as my travel medium, I do so very hope it survives the trip and is there happily waiting for me. Otherwise, bad things will happen. I will become the 14th darkness.
No.
Okay. DP Grant. I see. Okay, when I'm looking at, because I don't read these beforehand mostly.
No, yeah, I never do.
And then my eyes just naturally scan it, and I'll see certain keywords and go, oh no. So
Let's see it.
DP Grant says, my medium would be this Michigan State hoodie I've worn constantly for the past 9 years that miraculously hasn't gotten mealy or torn. Either that or my Kingdom Hearts themed fleshlight that I got from Etsy, which has in fact gotten a little mealy. So, thanks, DP Grant. Part of me wants to be like, wait, what do you mean Kingdom Hearts themed?
No, I don't want to know.
But I don't.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Original Dreamer 06 says, gotta be the 2 stuffed Elmos I have. Something I got when I was born, and the second one because my grandmother was afraid I would lose it and bought the second one. Apparently, I could tell the difference between the 2 very similar stuffies as a kid. Don't ask me how. They're on a shelf now in a fancy little case, but still overly important, and for sure, my medium, no question. Elmo! Elmo help you time travel!
Wait, what's the name of like the dude that's on he's sometimes on Elmo's show or whatever?
You talking about Grover?
No, but he doesn't talk. It's a human.
Oh, I don't know that.
Fuck, what is his name?
I don't know, dude. I just like saying really weird shit as Elmo. Elmo like when butthole touched. Some say G-spot is in the gooch. It's like, what? Elmo, stop, dude. Jip214 says, not to be a basic bitch, but my weighted blanket, smilers. Either that or my water bottle. I have to fill up my water bottle like 5 times a day because of how much I drink it.
His Visco bottle, dude.
Dude. Wait, Jip a Visco girl, dude?
It adds up. It adds up.
I respect the water bottle, though. It's good you're drinking water, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
I wish I was better at drinking water.
Fucking hydrate.
Poggiest Pogshua says, My HDD full of certain orgasmic content. God damn it.
My HDD.
It's 4 terabyte.
What's funny is like that could just be like a Yeez game for him.
Yeah, it's Yeez 1 through 8.
We're just like random soundtracks to video games. Quite orgasmic.
Quite orgasmic it is. Broondocks, kind of omniscient, says, I tried to be cute and divide it into a few categories, but it got dumb, so I'm just going to list a few. My teddy bear, Rolly, who still sits in my bedroom after all these years.
That's
he
cute.
wears glow-in-the-dark pajamas because he's cool like that.
Yeah, yeah.
My old red Nintendo DS Lite
Ooh.
only works at
okay.
358 over 2 days, is in the cartridge slot, and
Hell
there's one
yeah.
empty save file.
Hell yeah.
The black plastic latte mug my parents sent me in a care package freshman year of college, and I've used to eat soup and cereal ever since. A pair of wooden swords spray painted gold and wrapped in black electrical tape around the handles. Made for me by my cousin a decade ago. One day they will clash again, probably over the last piece of lasagna at family Christmas.
Okay.
Wholesome, Boondocks.
Okay.
Wholesome.
Okay.
Our good friend Matt, Mr. Trumpeter 711, says, my Stitch plushie. I still fall asleep with him in my arms most nights because cuddling him is my favorite coping mechanism in this shitty world. Smile. And then finally, from Kyrie's bro, what would be my time-traveling medium would probably be my Bluetooth headphones because they let me listen to the Ansem Report podcast. What an answer. Jason, I know Diana kind of said your answer, but what would you say?
Honestly, it's probably a combo, right? Like, it's the hat, but then it's also my plaid shirt, dude. That plaid shirt is just like my most comfy shirt that I have, period. And I'm allowed to wear it at work. So it's like, I went from just putting that bitch on every time I come home to already being in that bitch when I come home.
I love that.
That's probably my answer.
Okay. That's a good answer. My answer, I could go a number of different ways with this. I was going to say my glasses, but I'm getting a new pair of those. Oh, shit. I was supposed to go pick those up today. Son of a bitch. All right, I guess I'll do that tomorrow. But I'm getting a new pair of glasses.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. I'm going to say, I don't know. I don't really have an item that defines me. I'm not shackled by worldly things. My AirPods. My AirPods is the answer. Or my cell phone. Or my computer. Or my Switch. Or my PS5. I'm just like naming all these worldly things.
He's just looking around the room.
My webcam, my VR set. Yeah, I don't have a good answer for this. I guess if I ever have to time travel, I'm just fucked.
Yeah, probably.
Just can't go anywhere. It's my...
The only thing I could think
figured
of...
out. It's my painting of Ansem that my brother got me for Christmas. That's my answer.
That shit is still so sexy, dude.
Yeah, it looks so good.
Shout outs to proper artists, dude.
Yeah, dude. Proper artist. Nailed it. Killed it. I like looking at it every day and going, look at that motherfucker. He's like, submit! You know? He's looking sexy. Anyway, thank you everybody for answering the question of the week. Let's find a new question of the week for next week. Okay, I want to do a music one, even though you guys don't always like music ones. And this one's from Orpheus Joshua. And it says, what is your favorite world theme for X game? And he means pick a game. And I'm going to go with Kingdom Hearts 3. I want to know what everybody's favorite, not just world theme. Let's just say favorite. I don't want to include like the opening songs. You know what I mean? Like, some people are going to face my fears or, you know. So either the battle theme or the world theme. What is your favorite theme for in Kingdom Hearts 3? Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, that's what we're going to do. So favorite battle theme or world theme in Kingdom Hearts 3? Lay it on me. And why? Obviously. Because we want these answers to be as long as possible.
Yeah.
I like how we like jokingly started like complaining about that. And then it felt like people stopped making their answers long, but I was like, oh.
Well, no, people started making their answers long on purpose for a little bit, but then
now they're like, yes. And that's it. A yes to the question of the week. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening and watching if you're watching on YouTube. This has been Ansem Report Podcast episode 119. Next week we'll have 120, and
wow.
That's crazy. That's insane. It's nuts. Longest running Kingdom Hearts podcast. Who would have thought? Not me.
The Omniverse.
Not me.
dude.
Look at us.
Who would have thought?
Not me. Shout out to my good friend Paul Rudd. We hang
An
out.
absolute class act.
Yeah, he's going to come on the podcast soon. He doesn't like Kingdom Hearts, though.
Yeah.
Which is why it's taken so long for Paul Rudd to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
Dude, in before someone's like, wait, does Mike really know Paul Rudd?
Shout outs to Paul Rudd, dude.
I love when I say I know Ninja. Wait, Mike really knows Ninja? Yeah, the Blevs, dude. We hang out.
Yeah.
I told him not to play League of Legends. That'd be bad for his channel. Look at him now.
We both tried to tell him. And
Look at him
he
now.
Just, ooh.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see y'all next week. Jason, hit him with it.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Thank you.
Fuck off. That's gonna sound terrible.
Fuck off. May your heart be your guiding key.